Welcome to shul.com. We are learning from Ketubot, Daf Mem Tet Amud Bet, in the discussion about the raven. Does it feed its young? Does it not feed its young? So I found an interesting Gemara. Let's take a look. Amar Rabbi Ila'a Amar Shlakish Mishum Rabbi Yehuda Bar Hanina Be'usha, in the city of Usha, Hitkinu sheyehe Adam zanit bana ve'et benotav keshem ketanim. They made a proclamation in the city that adults needed to feed and take care and provide a room and board for their children when they were young. Ibayelehu. So there was a dilemma. There was an issue. Hilchata kevate or en hilchata kevate. This was a discussion from before. Is the halacha liked him or not? Tashema, come and learn. Ki hava atu lekame de Rabbi Yehuda. When they would come ask Rabbi Yehuda, Amar lehu, he would answer, Yarud Yaleda. A Yarud is a jackal. He says, Uve'abene Mata Shadya. He says, when the Yarud, when the jackal would give birth and have children, who would feel it? Would the residents, Mata Shadya, of the town, would they feed that animal? Ki hava atu lekame de Rav Hista. And when they would go in front of Rav Hista and ask him, Amar lehu, about this halacha, he would say, Kefo le asita besibura, go take some soil and make like a little mound outside, Velekum belema, go on top of it and say, Orva ba'e bene ve'ahu gavra la ba'e bene. Meaning, go and make a little hill in front of everybody and say that the crow, the orev, the raven, it feeds its children, and I'm not the one who wants to feed my children. This guy. Ve'orva ba'e bene. V'haketiv. But what do you mean? What do you mean that the orev feeds its children? I thought that it doesn't feed its children, like it says in Tehillim. V'haketiv livne orev asheyikrahu. That the children of the orev they call out. Why? Because when the orev has children, the raven is black, and when its children are born, they're white. And when it sees a different color, it doesn't identify it as being its children, and it leaves it. La kashya. No, it's no difficulty here. Why? Ha bechibare, ha beukame. It says no. There's different types of ravens and crows. Some of them produce children that are different. Some of the black ravens produce black children, and some of the black ravens produce the white children. Those that produce the white are the ones that leave them, but those that produce the black are the same. Let's take a look at Rashi. He says, Okmi, Rashi gives a different interpretation. Keshegadal mashchir, when it gets older, it changes from white to black. And then the father and mother love them because they look like the parents. Aval matchilin levanim, but they start white, and they hate them when they are born in a different color. And if you look at Tosafot over there, it says orvin. There's two different types of ravens. Yesh echad lavan ve'echad shachor, one white, one black. Kedemochiach beperek elu terefot in Chulin daf samech gimel amud aleph gabe simane ofot demrabe orev ha'amki mefresh ha'amki kemar'e hachama she'amuka min hatzel perush lavan. So Tosafot is saying that there's two different types of ravens, one that produces this and one that doesn't. And so the Gemara learns from here that if these animals had children and fed them and took care of them, and even the orev that you might have thought maybe didn't, then all the more so a person, I guess this was how they convinced the people in the city of Usha in order to convince them to take care of their children. I guess this was at the time where when they had children after a certain young age, they went to work or they weren't feeding them or taking care of them, and the rabbis wanted to change that. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen.